Stop blaming the universe for your failures. Luck isn't a lottery you lost. It's a math equation you're solving wrong. You aren't actually unlucky, you're just using misfortune as a shield to protect yourself from a truth you can't handle. It is much easier to believe the universe is against you than to admit you are making the same mistake again and again. Today, we're tearing down that shield, because once you stop being a victim of fate, you finally become the architect of your results. We all know that person, the person who always has a story. The car broke down on the day of the big interview. The boss has a personal vendetta. The algorithm is suppressing their content. It's a relentless parade of cosmic coincidences that always result in the same outcome: stagnation. We offer them sympathy. We say, man, you just can't catch a break. If you look at a streak of bad luck that lasts for years, you stop seeing coincidences. You start seeing a strategy, a subconscious, deeply rooted strategy designed to keep your ego safe from the most terrifying realization a human being can have, that you are the common denominator. Maybe, if you're being honest, that person is you. Part 1. The biology of blame. We have to understand what the ego actually is. It's not just vanity. Your ego is your internal identity, the story you tell yourself about who you are. And the ego has one primary goal: narrative survival. What is narrative survival? It's the biological drive to protect the story in your head at all costs. To your brain, there's no difference between a threat to your life and a threat to your self-image. It would rather preserve a comfortable lie than survive a painful truth. If you believe you are talented and destined for greatness, but you keep failing, your brain hits a glitch. This is cognitive dissonance. To fix the glitch, you have two options. Option A, admit your work ethic is lacking, or your personality needs an overhaul. This is psychological death. It causes shame. Option B, blame luck. Luck is the ego's warmest blanket. If you're unlucky, you get to stay an undiscovered genius in your own head. You stay great while the world remains unfair. But here is the price you pay for that blanket. You stay exactly where you are. This is where the sabotage becomes active. Psychologists call it self-handicapping. Have you ever noticed that you stay up too late the night before a big presentation, or you forget to check the most important link in your email? Maybe you picked a fight with your partner right before a deep, meaningful conversation. Most people think this is just stress. It's not. It's a preemptive strike by your subconscious. By creating a visible obstacle, like tiredness or a tech error, you provide your ego with a ready-made excuse. If you fail, it wasn't because you weren't good enough, it was because you were tired. Now, if you've made it this far, you're likely feeling a bit called out. That's good. But in exactly 30 seconds, I'm going to show you why this bad luck isn't just a mistake. It's actually a drug your brain is addicted to. And until you detox, nothing we discuss next will matter. Part 3. The Victimhood Dividend. We need to talk about the secondary gain. This is a hard pill to swallow. A secondary gain is a hidden benefit you get from a negative situation. What do you get out of being unlucky? You get sympathy. You get to be the center of attention. You get a valid excuse to stop trying. Most importantly, you get to avoid the crushing pressure of potential. If you admitted that you could succeed by changing your habits, then you would be under a massive amount of pressure to actually do it. But if you're just unlucky, the pressure is gone. You're off the hook. The victimhood dividend is a steady paycheck of comfort that keeps you bankrupt of progress. Now, here is the part you aren't going to like. This isn't just a mistake. It's a drug your brain is addicted to. Let me show you the chemical truth. Why do I call it a drug? Because bad luck provides a massive neurochemical hit. When you tell someone your unlucky story and they offer you sympathy, your brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. When you prove that the world is unfair, your brain gets a hit of dopamine because you were right. You predicted the failure, and the brain loves being right more than it loves being successful. But here is the darkest part of the addiction: pain relief. Blaming luck acts like a local anesthetic for the pain of inadequacy. Every time you say, "I'm just unlucky," you are injecting a numbing agent into your soul. You don't have to feel the sting of being mediocre because the universe did this to you. You are addicted to the comfort of being a victim, and like any addict, you will sabotage your own life just to get that next hit of pity. But if you want to win, you have to go through the withdrawal. You have to detox from the unlucky narrative. To detox, you have to look at the math. Part 4. The math of misfortune. Let's talk about the math. Luck is often described as a lightning strike, but in reality, luck is surface area. Imagine you are standing in a field during a rainstorm trying to catch water in a thimble. Your chances are low. That's bad luck. Now imagine you lay out 1,000 buckets. Your luck changes instantly. People who consider themselves unlucky are almost always people who have shrunk their surface area to the size of a thimble. They don't send the cold email because they know they'll be ignored. They don't post the video because they know it won't go viral. They call the empty buckets bad luck, but they never mention they only put out one bucket. Consider Thomas Edison. In 1914, his massive laboratory burned to the ground. Decades of work, prototypes, and millions of dollars gone in one night. To an unlucky person, this is the end of the story, a cosmic sign to quit. Edison's response: he told his son, "Go get your mother. She'll never see a fire like this again." The next day, he started rebuilding. Within a year, his team turned a profit. Here is the secret. Lucky people experience the same disasters as unlucky people. The difference is that they don't allow the disaster to become their identity. To a victim, a fire is a curse. To an architect, a fire is clearing the land for a better building. Part 5. The common denominator test. I want you to be brutally honest in the comments right now. Tell me one unlucky event from your past that you now realize, with 20/20 hindsight, was actually a result of a decision you made. Don't worry, the ego is a liar. We're all recovering victims here. Now look at your 3 biggest bad luck stories from the last 5 years. Strip away the bad economy or the toxic people. Look at the micro actions you took in the 6 months leading up. Did you ignore the red flags? Did you stop over-delivering? Work too hard to the point of exhaustion? You didn't get hit by random lightning. You built a lightning rod out of poor decisions and sat on a hill during a storm. Part 6. The resolution. The freedom of fault. There is a profound sense of peace that comes when you realize that most of your problems are your own fault. I know that sounds backward. We spend our lives running away from fault. But fault and responsibility are the keys to the kingdom. If it's your fault, you can change it. If it's your fault, you can learn from it. If it's your fault, you are the captain of the ship. Fault equals power. The unlucky person is trapped in a storm. The responsible person is learning how to sail. Drop the shield of bad luck. It's too heavy to carry into the future you want. Stop waiting for your luck to change. Luck isn't a force that visits you. It's a byproduct of the person you choose to become. You aren't unlucky. You're just afraid of your own potential. Fix the person and the luck will follow. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon with my next video.